Oceanique. My name's Maddie.
And I'm Jess, and welcome back to another episode where we dive deep into our songs off our debut album, Would the Light Hold Me? And thanks to everyone who's bought a copy or listened to it, all the things.
Yeah, it means so much, so thank you.
We are taking a look at the second track on the album, which is Just Like This.
Yes, let's get into it. So Just Like This is the oldest song for us on the album. It's one of those ones that we've kind of had, when we recorded it, we had it for, I don't know, a couple of years, and we tend to do this thing where we throw away songs when they're not new anymore, and we just kind of write new ones, and then they're the more exciting ones to play. But Just Like This has kind of stuck around for...
Yeah, it's always kind of been in the back of our minds when thinking of album stuff. Just Like This is one of those songs where it's about looking at the beauty in life and looking at the good things of what you have around you and trying to see the good in everything, basically.
I think it was we were listening to a lot of Joni Mitchell at the time, and legend, and yeah, we were learning her song both sides now, and we just kind of liked the structure of it and how she had like 3 verses and there was a refrain at the end of each verse, and we kind of wanted to create something like that and being quite reflective.
Yeah, with like how like as the verses go along, the refrain at the end changes slightly and tells you like a little bit more.
So when we were going into the studio with this one, we actually ended up changing the key. We brought it up.
Because we changed the key, I had like this part on the piano that I wanted just to play with like inversions of the chords, and then I tried to replicate that in the new key. But as I did that, like some of the melody of the piano notes changed, but it actually changed in a good way, because as we were doing the song in the studio, James was like, oh, I really like this, and I'm like, oh yeah, where's that coming from? And he's like, it's coming from your piano. And I think I was just so set in the old way that I didn't even think the notes were really coming, where those notes were coming from. And yeah, there's like this note that's really heavily portrayed on the guitar parts.
Yeah, it became quite a feature.
Which would never have happened if we didn't change the key, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Because it kind of is like the main feature of the song in the guitars.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of layered guitars on this song. We spent so long in the studio going through different guitars and layering them up. I think I played it on like the same part on a 12 string and standard tuning, and then I think James played it in Nashville tuning as well, which was pretty cool.
That was awesome.
Yeah, so it's a very guitar driven song, which is quite nice, and it's very fun.
Makes it quite light.
There's
There's even Christmas bells in it towards the end, which is so cool. Light, floaty song that kind of, I don't know, it makes me smile when I listen to it.
Yeah.
So it's just like a happy kind of song.
We use this old big Celtic drum for the percussion on it, and because of the weather at the time we were recording, it was freezing in the studio. Yeah, the drum was tuned to like this really low sound. It was perfect for the song.
Yeah, it fitted so perfect. That's actually, I think, one of the only percussions besides a bit of tambourine stuff that we added in. And it's funny because laid down the track, we tried to use, in like another song, we tried to use the Celtic drum again and wanted to get that same kind of sound, and it sounded so like light and like tinny. The sound was so high, and it wasn't the same at all because the weather changed. So it's funny because if we didn't do that on that day, it would never have been in it. So that's, you know,
just like that.
Just like that. There's Just Like This.
Thank you so much for watching this episode and listening to the song.
Yeah.
Just Like This is one of my favourite songs on the album. So yeah, it was nice to chat about it.
Yeah, track number 2.
Yeah. Alright. Stay tuned for next week.
Yeah, thanks. Bye.